friends. It's a rainy day at the Disneyland Resort. What am I going to get into? I don't know. I don't care. I just like walking around the park when it feels slightly different than the other hundreds of times before. This is some Walt Disney World vibes. Which, by the way, they have their own problems today as well. I am ready for this. I am ready for a moody, stormy, rainy, magical rip. Let's do a little rainy day inside of DCA, Disneyland Resort's second best park. This is my first trip inside of DCA during the holidays. Officially starts Friday, but look at that, look at that. I'm excited. I don't know if my first time walking into DCA will ever, during the holidays, my first ever DCA stroll through the holidays, I don't know if it will ever not remind me of coming in here in 2020 when we were finally allowed to get back inside of the Disney parks, when we could only come inside of DCA to shop. It was a sad time, but that's a very great memory of just getting that one little bit of your life back. And that was a moment where you celebrated every little inch. It was a year of inches. Yeah! Look who's back in town. I'm gonna call it. Out of the two major Christmas trees, this is the better one. I like this time period in Christmas. This is the moment when Christmas is really starting to be commercialized in the US. It's kind of the advent of a lot of the commercial traditions, and this tree really embraces all of it. Now, I like the Disneyland one too, but this one sort of hits that sweet spot in Christmas when the music, the magic, it all just feels a little bit more special because it was the beginning and people were figuring out what does the template of Christmas look like. Hey, this is a rain video, not a Christmas video. Move on, Brickey, but I can't. Blue sky wall isn't exactly blending in today. But boy, look at the palm trees in Hollywoodland. They are rocking. Why did I come back here? Why did I think there'd be something happening back here? Actually, something did happen. I just saw the monorail go by, which I was very curious. Is the monorail running in the rain? And so far, yes. So 25 minutes, midday. That's the best time I've seen for that thing in a long time. So you could definitely tell that the lower crowds is making the attractions go faster. I bet Lightning Lane on a day like today would be insanely fast if you wanted to spend the extra money. I don't know if I've ever seen the doors close over there. Bobby C is not going to be happy when he sees the receipts from today. Not happy at all, especially because the stock just dropped today as well. All right. We officially have a slow day at Disneyland when walk-on is 20 minutes. I don't know if I've ever seen web slingers at 20 minutes, much less 20 minutes in the middle of the day. That is wild. I have a serious business question for you. What do you think Disney makes more money off of in one day? Balloons or the rain ponchos? Because a balloon actually does have some printing, some helium, a little bit of maintenance. But the rain poncho is straight up a garbage bag with 3 extra holes put into it. It's gotta be the garbage bag. Like, what could be more profitable than the garbage bag? I mean, rain poncho at Disney parks. And somebody somewhere has become crazy wealthy off of selling trash bags to humans to wear on rainy days. One of the best things about a rainy day like today is you can get a front row seat for the flying Spider-Man. I'm gonna stand here and wait for it to go off, and I'm not gonna move until it happens. It's probably not gonna happen. But if it did, I've got a great spot. Finally, somebody figured out a use for this extra space from Avengers Campus. People are just bunkering in there, hunkering in. People are getting refuge from the storm by sitting in there. It's great to see this space finally get used. You see that? You see that? You know what that means? It means this. Yes, the Christmas garland is back inside of Radiator Springs Holiday. Oh, I love it so much. And there it goes again. Yeah. For the last couple of years, Beth and I have been trying to find a perfect tree topper for our Christmas tree project. I somehow don't think that she would agree that this is the perfect tree topper. It's not. If someone were to ask me how hard is the wind blowing, I would say a medium wrench wind, a light tire wind, because that tire and that wrench are both being pushed accordingly by this storm we have today in Southern California. Oh. Am I seeing New Christmas? I'm gonna have to go back and look at my old footage because I don't feel like this tree looked like that last year or was even there. And I don't remember the garland on this. See, this is the fun of the holidays. It's like it surprises you every year, even though normally it's pretty much the same. So I came over here to check on the wait times for Radiator Racers, and it's not open. I didn't even think about how rain would affect that particular ride. That's normally the crown jewel of wait times inside of this park. With it being closed, this really goes to show that the rain is putting DCA in a different kind of mindset. So much Christmas magic. I can't wait for Friday. Oh, here's a sight I haven't seen before. This is a fun one. Oh, wow. Not that, but this. Hey friends, be quiet, the cars are sleeping. Go ahead and subscribe to Hey Brickey before the cars wake back up. Thank you, and now back to today's video. Shh. This is honestly something I can't say I've ever seen the cars take a siesta before. Hold on, siesta. Aren't they Italian? Sista's not Italian. All the locals know that the crows coming in at sunset is a Disneyland like daily tradition. But this amount of crows is absolutely insane. Like, there's so many of them, I'm pretty sure I saw Brandon Lee go by. Too soon? And you foolishly thought Carsland couldn't get better looking. Just hose it down, let it reflect, and then it glows twice as much. Oh, we are so close to this being a winter wonderland. I'm ready for it, but at the same time, I also don't want to rush it. Are they going to try to open it before it starts raining again? It's supposed to rain like in the next 30 minutes or so, 40% chance. We'll see what happens, but I'm just enjoying this beauty lap of DCA with all that extra shine. Oh, slow down. You're not racing yet. Follow Brickey into town. When I do my Christmas tree video, we'll check out that Christmas tree. It's amazing. It has vintage 45 records hanging all over it. One of the best Christmas trees in all of Disneyland because I just love all the records. And if you look at the records that they hang on that Christmas tree, it has all kinds of like fictional acts, and it's all Carsland puns, as everything is in here. But one of the best Christmas trees. But we're not gonna rush it. We'll get to our best Christmas tree video down the line. And I had somebody write me today and say, Brickey, are you gonna be doing your construction videos? And the thing is, yes. But I made a mistake of trying to push through last holiday season when not a lot happened. So I don't wanna force the funk. I'm in this creative mode right now of really enjoying doing vlogs both in and outside of the park. I'm gonna keep following that vibe because that vibe is making my creativity even stronger. But in the new year, the update, the construction video will return, reimagined in a different schedule, but we'll keep doing all of that, looking at the park through the designer's eye. But for right now, we're just gonna capture all the magic because it is the magical time of the year, and that's what Disneyland is for this time of year, to chase that magic. Look at that, look at that. Now, normally for me to get an empty bridge photo like this, I would have to be here late at night. It's not even 7 o'clock, and I'm able to capture some of the parts of the park completely in their closing, shutdown state, because that's how quiet it is here tonight. You hear a clinkety clank behind me. If you listen closely, you can hear the sound of World of Color being canceled and them folding up the dining reservation preferred seating seats. Sorry, friends, just too much moisture for World of Color. And if you sit up front, you will get wet. Do you hear that? Yeah, me neither. Because I'm in the most quiet spot of DCA. This back path was shut down due to Oogie Boogie Bash. And now on a cold, rainy night, I have it all to myself. The attraction's not going. There's no other guests on the path. It's just completely as if I'm really walking through the redwoods. Disney magic, unlocked and achieved yet once again. And look, in Southern California, you're not supposed to be able to see my breath. In a spot where nobody else is at, on a rainy and deserted day, there's a cast member somewhere that knew that if they made a Mickey on the Trail, that somebody, some psycho, some crazy fan would come across it, stumble across it. Thank you so much to all the cast members who show up each and every day, underpaid, undervalued. You are the ones that make the magic, and those little moments just make me love you even more. And I know right now it's a different crew because of the fire and the rehiring, but there still are some really, really magical cast members, and I feel bad for you during this transitional stage. I love wandering into a dead spot of Disneyland, and right now with nobody around, and with my breath smoking. Oh, this water is so warm, it feels great. I didn't know they warmed the water over here. I feel like I'm in a hot tub. And finally, I can be here and talk at a normal voice to overpower the waterfall because I am the only person around. And it is 7 o'clock on a Tuesday night. Seriously, it is so warm right here. You can feel that the water, I believe the water is warm, or they heat the water because I'm getting like warm steam, or the water's warmer than the, I don't know. I'm not a meteorologist. I'm not a Scientologist. Why did I say that? I'm not any kind of tologist. Well, I am. I'm a Disneytologist. I can tell you that the air right here is very warm, which is great because it's pretty chilly And I'm in soaking wet clothing because, you know, I was dancing in the rain earlier. Love it. This is my own personal Villains Grove. Did you see what I just saw? Somebody already has on their Christmas sweater and it's already illuminating. Look at you in your big Christmas sweater. That is awesome. What a magical night it's been. Hello. It has been so magical. I hope I've done a good job of taking you in to this experience through the filming, through the narration and storytelling, and through the editing. I hope I've given you just a sliver of the magic I'm experiencing tonight. Wow. Hey, this isn't shutting it down, Brickey. This is 7 o'clock on a weeknight, Brickey. This is insane. All right, broken record, but these are end of the night vibes, not beginning of the night vibes. This is insane. I'm getting flashbacks from my 2020 birthday. You know what? I'll repeat the story. It's a story that bears repeating. So it was on this bench right here that on my birthday in 2020, I sat here for an hour on this bench, and there was only 2 people on this entire road. Me, celebrating my birthday, and 1 security guard. And the reason why it was so empty is the Monday that my birthday was, or the Monday before my birthday, was when they said no more eating and drinking in public in California. And they tightened up all of the pandemic restrictions. So you could come here and buy a popcorn bucket, but you couldn't get the popcorn. You could buy a sipper, but you couldn't get anything to sip out of it. And everybody stopped showing up. But I kept coming. And I brought my own birthday button from 2019, wrote 2020 on it, came here, sat on that bench, listened to the Christmas music that they play here, the background music of Christmas music, that classic Christmas track that they play here. And I sit on that bench thinking about all the times that I had dreamed of being in Disneyland by myself, and this is the way that it finally happened, and it was so depressing. And I hated that the only person who was here was the security guard, and he was only standing here because I was sitting there. He was only here because I was here. And I just sit there and listen to Christmas music. I had tears in my eyes. I don't like my birthday. I don't like getting older. And I didn't like getting older at a time when it felt like the world was falling apart. But came to Disneyland, listened to my Christmas music. I celebrated my birthday. One cast member sang me happy birthday, which was amazing. All the CM was like, where'd you get a birthday button from? I'm like, yo, I brought it. This is a 2019 birthday button. And even though it was sad and depressing, will go down as one of my most memorable Disneyland trips, and maybe my most memorable birthday ever at Disneyland. And holy smokes, look at this. That's neon perfection. Wow. This night is the gift that keeps on giving. Thor is on his knees talking to a child in a chair. Wow. That was one of those Disney moments that creeps up on you. Way to go, Thor. You're a good guy. As promised, in the Brickeyverse, another version of me has been standing here waiting for Spider-Man to go off, and I will not stop until I see Spider-Man. But this version of me lives inside of the Brickeyverse. Friends, that was an unbelievable Tuesday night solo rip through Disneyland. If this is the start of my Christmas season, let's get ready to party, because tonight was awesome, and I have a feeling Friday is going to be even better somehow. Woo. Christmas is here, and so is the magic. Cheers.